order you.
You order what?
Welcome back to another video. Today we are jumping into the Amazon Prime series Invincible. We are reviewing the first season, and we will be reviewing episode 1. But before we take a look, did you watch this episode? If you did, click that subscribe button to show us you've watched the episode. Tell us what you like about the series in the comments. Now let's get started.
Sorry I'm late.
Red Rush! Get this guy out of here! Focus on evac!
First, let's look at this synopsis of this episode. In the Amazon Prime series Invincible, Season 1 Episode 1 introduces the main characters and sets up the overall plot and premise of the show. Here's a brief synopsis. The episode begins with the superhero team Guardians of the Globe fighting the villainous Mauler twins at the White House. Omni-Man aka Nolan Grayson helps defeat the twins. Meanwhile, Mark Grayson is in high school waiting for his powers to manifest as he's half Viltrumite. He defends Amber Bennett from Todd and discovers his powers while taking out the trash at his job. At a family dinner, Mark tells his parents about his new powers. His father Nolan/Omni-Man offers to train him. That night, Mark tries to fly but falls from the roof and passes out in the sky before crashing down. His first training session is difficult. Nolan introduces Mark to Art Rosenbaum to design a superhero costume. Mark chooses the name Invincible. The episode establishes Mark's journey of discovering his powers and wanting to become a superhero like his father. It introduces several important characters and sets the stage for Mark navigating his double life as a normal teen and a superpowered crime fighter. So what did you think of the first episode? Be sure to leave a comment below.
Put some pants on and let's get in the sky, my boy. I'll put some coffee on.
Next, let's look at who we were introduced to in this episode. Here are all the characters we are introduced to. Mark Grayson aka Invincible, portrayed by Stephen Yeun. Debbie Grayson, portrayed by Sandra Oh. Nolan Grayson aka Omni-Man, portrayed by J.K. Simmons. Titan, portrayed by Mahershala Ali. Amber Bennett, portrayed by Zazie Beetz. Holly aka War Woman, portrayed by Lauren Cohan. Martian Man, portrayed by Chad L. Coleman. Joseph aka Red Rush, portrayed by Michael Cudlitz. Donald Ferguson, portrayed by Chris Diamantopoulos. Olga, portrayed by Greg Griffin. Art Rosenbaum, portrayed by Mark Hamill. Steve, portrayed by John Hamm. Darkwing, portrayed by Lenny James. The Immortal, portrayed by Ross Marquand. Aquarius, portrayed by Ross Marquand. Biplane, portrayed by Ross Marquand. Kursk, portrayed by Ross Marquand. Green Ghost, portrayed by Sonequa Martin Green. William Clockwell, portrayed by Andrew Reynolds. Mauler twins, portrayed by Kevin Michael Richardson. Kill Cannon, portrayed by Fred Tatasciore. Connie, portrayed by Mae Whitman. This episode we were introduced to a lot of characters. From this list, who was or is your favorite character?
Now, let's get you out of that costume.
Boundaries, people. Bathroom doors are closed for a reason, and parents should never ever talk about sex in front of their kids.
You should be overjoyed to see your parents passionately expressing their love for each other. Now stop griping and get ready for school.
Next, let's take a look at some of the notable moments from the show. We asked AI from the Season 1 Episode 1 what were the notable moments. Here are the top 5 notable moments from AI. First, Mark Grayson's powers manifest. The episode begins with Mark Grayson, the main character, eagerly waiting for his superpowers to manifest. He discovers his abilities while taking out the trash at his job, showcasing his newfound strength and invulnerability. Second, the introduction of Omni-Man. Mark's father, Nolan Grayson, also known as Omni-Man, is introduced as one of the most powerful members of the Guardians of the Globe. He assists the team in defeating the Mauler twins during a battle at the White House. Third, Mark's first flight. After discovering his powers, Mark attempts to fly but struggles and falls from the roof. This moment highlights his learning curve and the challenges he faces as he begins his superhero journey. Fourth, Mark's training. Nolan offers to train Mark to become a superhero. Their first training session proves to be difficult for Mark, emphasizing the physical and mental demands of being a hero. Finally, the introduction of William Clockwell and Amber Bennett. Mark's best friend, William Clockwell, and his crush, Amber Bennett, are introduced in this episode. They play significant roles in Mark's personal life and provide support throughout the series. These notable moments set the stage for Mark's transformation into Invincible and establish the dynamics between the main characters.
Well, I don't know about the orange and yellow. It's pretty loud. Dad?
Not your best work, Art.
Can't blame a guy for trying to move unsold merchandise.
Finally, let's look and see what Easter eggs appeared in the episode. The 2 Easter eggs that were noticed was: first, Seance Dog. In the first episode, Mark Grayson can be seen reading an issue of Seance Dog, which appears to be a comic about a crime-fighting canine. This is a reference to the comic series Invincible, where Mark's favorite comic is Seance Dog. Second, Sandra Oh. In a flashback with young Mark and his father, Nolan, we see how Nolan first revealed his superhero origins to Mark when he was a boy. Sandra Oh voices Nolan's wife, Debbie Grayson. Did you spot any other Easter eggs in the episode? Leave them in the comments below.
You actually are invincible.
Thanks for watching. We do really appreciate you taking the time to learn something about the episode. Be sure to watch some of our other content. Thanks again.